jewelry brand owners, if you need to get more customers, you've probably wondered whether it's better to advertise on Facebook or whether it's better to advertise on Google. Now, I have been a media buyer for around 2.5 years already, and there are some glaring differences between the two, which I'm going to talk about in this video, just in specific to our industry, jewelry, right? So I wanted to just show you screen sharing the difference in what the product delivers you. So I'm just going to show you, I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to show you both Google and Facebook ads. So first of all, if you notice, we are in the home tab right now on Facebook. And right off the bat, you can see, oh, right, right off the bat, you can see here on the sidebar, there is a sidebar called sponsor, right? So this entire thing is, or well, this entire thing is sidebar. And here you can place sponsors, right? So for example, if a random person in your local area logs into Facebook and is just starting to scroll right up the bat without any lag, they will have your ad right there. Obviously, if you're targeting them, right? Now, another interesting thing with the Facebook ads platform for jewelry brand owners is that they will have a cadence. So what does that mean? There's going to be a very reliable order in which Facebook delivers your ad to your target market. So let's go do this one by one. So first of all, here there's no ads, right? Here there are the stories, but you can also put a story ad, right? You can also put an ad here. So this is one placement. This is two placements, right? And then here, the first thing that they are going to scroll through is an organic content post. So this is organic, all right? But the second thing that they are going to see is a sponsored ad, right? So you can see here, sponsored. So this is an ad. So this is the third placement that you can see. So right off the bat, the minute a stranger comes in to Facebook, you can put an ad in front of them here. You can put an ad in front of them there. And the first scroll, you can put an ad on them there, right? Now, this just increases the likelihood that they see your stuff and click your stuff, right? The point of advertising is to put as much of your jewelry in front of their face. That's it, all right? So right off the bat. And then after the first sponsored, first ad, right? We are going to have 3 to 4 organic posts, and then we are going to have an ad again. And then that same cadence is going to happen again and again, right? So let's scroll down, right? So this is an ad. This is organic. This is sponsored. Okay, we changed it, I think. All right, so sponsored, organic, organic, sponsored. Oh, wow. All right, they changed it. Normally it was either 3 to 4 organic and then an ad, and then 3 to 4 organic and then an ad. Now uh, they just kind of changed it. They did 2 organic and then 1 ad, right? So organic, organic, ad, organic, organic, ad, right? So it's now it's not 3 anymore, it's 2. But again, they changed this back and forth. They go back and forth. So there have been even times where they really messed up Facebook and there was ad, 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 organic, ad, ad, organic. So they kind of messed up once. So they changed this stuff a little bit, but it's very reliable. It's a very reliable delivery method. All right. Facebook, as well as everyone's on Facebook, right? 8 billion people or somewhere. I don't know, 4 billion people. I don't know. But that is the way that your jewelry ads are going to be delivered. All right. Now, the thing about Google, which is, by the way, the first platform I learned to run ads was Google, uh, partially because it's very easy. And second, I worked for a company that required Google ads. So I learned Google ads. But here's the thing about Google ads. All right. There's a glaring problem in delivery, right? So, for example, you are paying Google to show your stuff in front of people who search your stuff, right? So The thing about Google at first is that in compared to Facebook, it's a very small pool of people, right? You got like 10 people, right? If you have a small local area, small, it means 1 million, right? Or less than a million. You got 3 a day max, right? And you're competing with, I don't know, 50 other jewelry brand owners, including e-commerce brand owners for these 3 people every single day. Now, maybe you are this guy who can afford $50, but maybe there's another guy who can own 100,000 bucks, whatever, right? To outbid you. And then you're done, right? So there is this glaring problem. And then another problem is that in compared to Facebook, again, the thing about Facebook is that you're advertising to, I mean, millions, right? You're just advertising to times 100,000, right? You're just advertising so much to so many people. And you can see the delivery. I mean, sponsored, go down, sponsored, go down, sponsored. Like you have so many ads on Facebook and everyone's on Facebook. Everyone's on. On the other hand, of Google, the nice thing about Google is that you pay per click. So you only pay if someone clicks. The thing is that you pay a lot of money. It's very expensive pay per clicks, right? Which is fine because it's high intent. It's supposed to be expensive, right? But all right, further ado. Here, for example, if I type wedding ring Stockholm, right? Not in Stockholm or wedding rings in Stockholm. I just put wedding ring Stockholm, right? I'm going to have this company, Hannah Stockholm, right? Not sponsored. And then I'm going to have all of these places that are not sponsored. All right. I bet people are running ads for this, right? But they're not sponsored, right? You're not showing, Google is not showing me the ad. Like, think about this. The only thing Google has is the search bar, right? And then the search results. Those are the only two things that they have. And I bet there are companies that are advertising on Google for this, and they are not putting them in the first place, right? At least for this search, right? So that's big problem number one. The ad should be here. First thing, there is no ad here, right? So first problem. Then the ad is not even in the second, third, fourth. Let's keep on going. Fifth, sixth, seventh place. The ad is in the eighth, ninth place. So these are ads, right? And it also says glaringly sponsored results, which is fine. But wouldn't it be better if you just put sponsored result like here in small letters, sponsored result here in small letters? But no, they put it as a huge title. Like this is an ad. Beware. I don't know. On Facebook, it's kind of sneaky because you go first of organic posts and now sponsor. So you can if you're scrolling fast, you don't even notice that it's sponsored. You have to check here that it's sponsored. Like small letters just be beneath the creator, and you can even sometimes if you're scrolling, you can even mistake this for this, right? So they Facebook really protects the advertiser, right? On the other hand of Google, I mean, it's insane. All right. So anyway, we have wedding ring Stockholm. Our ads, the ads appear on eighth and ninth place. First of all, who scrolls to eighth and ninth? No one scrolls to eighth. Everyone checks this and then start clicking away. People don't even get to this. All right. Now, the funny thing is that I can type in something that is basically the same thing. I'm searching for the same thing, but we will have very different results. All right. So here I typed in wedding ring Stockholm. But if I typed in wedding ring in Stockholm, then I could get the sponsored results first. Right. And then I have different sponsors just because of the letter in or the word in or the connector word. Right. A John Victorian daughter Nagy. Right. Like, and then a kind, yeah, which is the same here. All right. So I have, for example, I have this sponsor that didn't appear, this sponsor, 90, didn't appear here. And it's the same thing. I'm looking for the same thing. So not only are you competing for a very small amount of people, you're paying high prices for those people, and Google might not even deliver your ad, right? So, yes, for local businesses to appear here first on Google search, here first on Google search, right? Very, very important. Like here, right? Very important to appear here. Fast delivery, shop now within 24 hours, right? Like this e-commerce, right? So, very important. But sometimes Facebook just won't deliver you. It's the same thing. Wedding ring in Stockholm, wedding ring Stockholm. Same thing. I'm searching for the same thing. But here the ads appear on 8th place, 8th and 9. Here the ads appear on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. And some ads weren't delivered, right? So that's all to say that I have seen infinitely better results on Facebook than on Google. For example, right? Let's just say for some miracle, all right, because you have seen the Google Ads delivery, all right. Let's say for some miracle, um, people click on your stuff, right? You outbid again. Using a miracle, you outbid your competition for those 3 people. And some miracle says those people clicked just on yours. Again, miracle, and then we are at our scenario. You paid um $50, $80 for one lead. And this is B2C. This is not B2B. This is B2C, right? So especially in small, expensive areas, you're paying an enormous amount of money for one lead, right? The thing is that, are you sure you can convert 1 out of 3? Maybe you're not great at sales. If you're great at sales, you can convert 3 of them, right? But high intent also, like you can convert them. The problem is that if you're not an absolute killer of a salesperson, or if you don't have an absolute killing sales team, then I highly doubt you're converting any of them. 3. And that's the thing with Facebook. You're able to get like 50 people in 2 days, right? And obviously they are not as high intent, but I would doubt that because, for example, this guy searched wedding rings. Let's say this gal searched wedding rings in one place and then clicked on one link, right? But in Facebook, they clicked on your ad, they saw your offer, they chose to give you their contact info. Like, that's high intent, no? And you're getting 50 of them for $250 pop, $250, not 250, $2.50 per lead. Spectacular. I mean, that is kind of the thing, at least in high volume stuff. I mean, I don't know. Google just gives you too few people, number one, very expensive, number two, and it doesn't assure you that they will deliver your ad, which is the product you're paying for. That's like if I pay for a wedding ring and then I just don't get it. I mean, it's kind of weird. So that's kind of the thing. And by the way, the beautiful thing about, for example, Facebook is that huge brands, massive brands are just advertising on it 24/7 all the time, right? Cartier, the biggest brand in the planet, is running at this point in time 1,200 active ads. Now, these are the sort of ads they are running, which basically they're just plucking off from their own Instagram and just putting them as ads. You can see this because they have hashtags on their ads, right? But if you think 1,200 ads is a lot, just click the active ads X and we will see how many actual ads they have in their actual business manager, in their ads manager. It's 4,300 ads, right? So not only the biggest, best, greatest brands of all time are all advertising on Facebook, right? They are advertising a shit ton on Facebook, right? And the thing is that one is able to convert, for example, a photo, a completely generic photo like this into 100 ads, right? Like you have a photo of your stuff, you just eliminate the background or don't eliminate the background. And then you just go to here, you just go to Google's Nano Banana, right? So for example, here I'm on Google Nano Banana, but here, for example, there's paid, 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 and then there's this Nano Banana that is free. This is paid, and they are better quality, obviously. You just click Nano Banana, and then you are able to grab this photo and turn it into 1,000 ads, right? Look at this photo. Nothing. It's just one thing, right? And then this is one ad. This is another ad. 3 ads, 4 ads, 5 ads, 6 ads, 7 ads, 8 ads, 9 ads, 10 ads, and just so on. And you can have the same, you can even have the same stuff without backgrounds. I mean, you can just change the ad in different ways, but the same winning concept, right? So, I mean, you could do a bunch of things here. Like, look how many ads. I don't know. Look how many ads. All of these are ads. And all of these are ads out of a winning concept, which is all the stuff that you post on your Instagram, right? If you're posting on Instagram, right? You can just grab the stuff that had more shares, more saves and conversions if they had any conversions. You grab the post that had either one of these or that are all of these. And then you just make 1,000,000,000,000 ads on there, and then you're able to advertise exactly like Cartier is, the greatest jewelry brand in the history of jewelry brands, maybe, right? So that's the problem and the difference between Google, right, and Facebook. Facebook, in my opinion, is, would I say, on the front end, so how it looks, much more advertiser friendly. So in the back end, it's not advertiser friendly at all. In fact, it makes advertisers' life miserable. But in terms of getting results, Facebook, Facebook is the go. Facebook is the king. I hope that was valuable for you. And if you want to learn how to make a gajillion ads from one winning concept and turn those into money printing advertising machines like Cartier, click the link in the description of this video. I'm going to show you click by click exactly how to do it.